Yo, Marco, it's crazy that I'm last place on this table with 5 points.
Are you surprised? You're surprised?
I think I'm extremely. I'm even so surprised. I think I'm gonna recount all the points and make sure. I feel like
you might have less. I might have been nice to you, and so you're not on the bottom.
I feel like you might have missed a couple of points, whether it was intentional or unintentional. We gotta get to the bottom of this.
Wrong. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. We are back with our predictions. It's been a hectic week of Champions League football, so we are a little bit late on this one. Sassuolo Torino is going to kick off in a little while, but we've already got our predictions in. We have another incredible round of Serie fixtures that we're going to preview, and I want to remind you, we have a leaderboard, and I haven't been this excited to watch Serie in a long time. So I suggest you jump in our comment section below and start tallying up your scores because we are having an incredible time with our podcast crew.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're not. I'm looking at the ratings right now. Antonio somehow is in first place with 9 points. Peter is in second with 8 points. Gaetano is in third with 7. I am in fourth with 6. And Mike is last with 5 points.
In Serie B.
Let me remind you how this works. We are going to preview every single match. If you guess who wins the match correct, you get 1 point. If you correctly guess the result, you get 1 additional point. So a possibility of 2 points. We've got some great matches, guys. If you enjoy this content, if you like our prediction videos, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are new here and you want Serie A English content on YouTube. We also are going live for a few different matches this round. On Saturday, we will be live for Genoa against Inter at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and we are going to be live too for the 12:30 match, which is Manchester United against Chelsea. We'll have our Manchester United friend who's a fan of Man U come. We're going to watch a game both at the same time. Make sure you tune in. Sunday, we're still deciding, but we'll probably be live for Juventus Verona. And then Monday, of course, Milan against Roma.
Boy.
We will be live on this YouTube channel, so make sure you're subscribed. Guys, let's get into the matches. First one that we're talking about is Genoa against Inter. We know that Inter were poor in the Champions League. They got a 2-2 draw to Borussia. They need to bounce back. They need to get a win in Serie A. They're coming off of a loss to Milan in the Derby and a draw in Champions League. This is their time to come back. Hakimi, we know he actually had a false positive for being out. He will not be included in this match. As of right now, they're saying that he will not be included for this coming match. Young is also recovered, but he's not fit to play, right?
Yeah, Young didn't get called up for the squad, even though he should be back for in the Champions League next time.
Either way, for me, I do not have Genoa doing anything in this match. I think Conte and Inter will come out with a vengeance. 3-0 win for Inter.
Wow, pretty straightforward. I also put an Inter 2-1 win against Genoa. They haven't won their past 2 matches. The Conte getting a bunch of criticism, so he has to win this one. Genoa tied last game against Verona, so I think Inter should get this one comfortably.
Also, we'll have all of the podcast boys, their predictions for this in the comment section below pinned, so look out for that. Lazio against Bologna. Lazio going through a strange time. They lost to Sampdoria, but in the Champions League, they absolutely dominated against Borussia Dortmund. I almost said something else, and I said, all right, I'll tame it back a little bit. So such 2 different performances for Lazio. Was it a Champions League hangover that we're going to see now coming into this, that they saved all their momentum for that match against Dortmund? Or can they do something against Bologna? I personally think it's going to be a mixture of both. I have a 2-1 win for Lazio.
Wow, okay. Yeah, against Sampdoria, I think everybody was shocked. We're doing a live for that game, so when Sam won 3-0 was crazy. Then against Dortmund, we're hopeful. Hopefully they can win, and they dismantled Dortmund, played incredible, and I think against Bologna, they're going to beat them. Even though Milinkovic-Savic is doubtful for that game, he got a knock midweek in Europe. But I think they'll have what it takes. 2-0 Lazio are taking this game.
By the way, there's nobody in the IFTV studio that makes a better cappuccino than me. I'm just saying right now. We've got our Calcio Cafe over here, which you see in the live streams a lot of times.
A caffeine blast the past couple of weeks since we got this.
How do you drink your coffee? Do you like cappuccino? Let us know. We're moving on to Benevento against Napoli, which is actually a derby from the same place region that they're from. Yes. Napoli, too, a little bit strange performance from them. We know they absolutely killed Atalanta 4-1, I believe that match ended 4-1 against Atalanta, but lost to AZ in the Europa League. So very insane. We're so surprised. I could not believe it. I think that they will come back with something to prove. That Gattuso was not happy. He said we need to learn from the mistakes we made in the Europa League. It was just a match that they could not score in, and I think this will end. And I'm going to preface this and say that I'm doing this because I also want to up everybody's scores. I can't do the basic thing and go with what everybody else is going to have because I'm never going to get to the top of the table like that. Okay. I have a 2-2 draw. I need those 2 points.
Wow.
2-2-2. Just like my birthday.
This is a big one. Because, like you're saying, this is like a derby in the region. But Napoli did beat Atalanta, the prior Serie A fixture before that, 4-1. They did lose to AZ in Europa League, but it is Europa League, so I don't want to put too much pressure on that. But their Capitano's back. Insigne is back, so I feel like that's going to give them a boost. But I think Napoli are going to get this 3-1 against Benevento.
That's fair. That's probably the more likely result. This is. If you're
I gotta
a risk
play
taker,
safe, bro. I'm on the bottom of the table. I took too many risks.
For you, I
took too many risks.
Nah, well, whatever.
I did.
Juventus against Verona, the next match that we are talking about right here. Juventus came away with a good Champions League win after following a draw to Crotone in the Serie A. Dybala is back. He's expected to be back. We're not sure if he's going to start yet. At the moment, it's still a toss-up. Ronaldo is not back yet. He tested again positive for COVID-19, and he needed to test negative 24 hours prior to this match. He needed to test negative 48 hours prior. So Friday, the game is on Sunday. So it's not going to happen. For Tuesday's match, a little bit of a preview. By Tuesday, he would need to test negative for coronavirus to play against Barcelona. Different regulations for UEFA, different regulations for Serie A. Pirlo needs this win. There is so much talk online. There is so much talk in the newspapers about this Juventus coming away with that 1-1 draw. Chiellini, we know he is out, but Demiral, the beast, the Iron Man, is ready to step in, and I'm very excited to see Demiral. Morata, Mr. Champions League, 2 goals in the Champions League, picking up where he left off. The guy simply knows how to score in Europe. He needs to start up top with Paulo Dybala. Dybala, Morata, they need to start this match, and Juventus will win 3-1. Wow. Put all the stupid rumors to bed about Dybala. Start him this match with Morata. We win 3-1.
If this was Verona from last season, I would have put a tie for Verona. But this is a completely different Verona. Their team got ripped in half in the Mercato, and they lost their best players. When I was watching Verona, I wasn't too happy with them. They weren't as good as they could be. So I think Juventus right now, they tie with the Crotone in the Serie A, and they came off a Dynamo Kiev win. So Juve's getting the 1-0 win. They're getting the nod on this one.
Milan, Roma, the match of the weekend, even though it's past the weekend. It's a long weekend, all right? Monday, we like to think of Monday as a weekend sometimes over here in the IFTV studio. Milan has a 100% win record in Europe. In Serie A, in Europe, all baby. Competitions, 100% win record following their Europa League win and last week's win in the derby. 2-1 against Inter. I know Milan fans, you cannot forget about that. The team is dealing with adversity. They were without Rebic, but coming off of this momentum, this life, I see that this Milan side has such a beautiful mix of youth and talented youth, but with a fire in their eyes that they want to achieve something good. And you know what that achievement is? Getting Champions League. I could see it. And a lot of these players, they know they have an opportunity to do something great this season. And I think they will be. I've said it multiple times. This season, in general, Champions League, Europa League, Serie A, will be won. And the teams that will succeed are the ones who are able to deal with all the problems happening in the world, in football, in the best way. Adapt to them. Adjust to them. Be able to accept players that are not going to be playing even hours before the lineup. Last thing about me before I give my prediction, Brahim Diaz is becoming a talent that I love. This guy is becoming one of my favorite young players in the league. I just got this feeling, I got this knack that he is going to be a great player. I love watching him play. He is going to score. I know Roma 2-1 in the Europa League. I understand Kumbula, good this and that. Roma is going to lose 2-1. Milan will win 2-1. Wow, okay. Brahim Diaz is on the score sheet with Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
This is an interesting one because they're both very informed teams. Roma coming off a big win against Benevento and a big win in Europe. So they're looking good. But Milan on their side, we're talking about playing good. Milan undefeated in 21 games in all comps, starting from last season too. So they're proving me wrong. I didn't think Milan would have this incredible start. Probably one of the best starts in Europe right now.
Like if you remember Mike the Milan fan. That guy's completely
What do you mean
gone
you
right
remember? I am Mike the Milan fan. But there are some cases over here. Mancini has COVID. We talked about it today on our Instagram, on our social medias. Rebic is not going to be in for this one. Hakan also picked up an ankle injury, so he's going to be out. And Smalling not going to be available for this match. So those are some key players that are going to be out. But I think Milan are going to continue their incredible run and slightly beat Roma 2-1.
Same score.
And it's gonna be a tough. I think it's gonna be probably the best game of the weekend.
I think
sure.
if you're betting on this one, a tie is probably the most likely outcome. But I'm just pushing Milan with that win because I think they have a lot going around them. Let's go through the rest of the games. Atalanta Sampdoria. I have a 4-2 win for Atalanta.
Wow, 4-1 win for Atalanta also.
Sassuolo Torino, I have a 3-0 win for Sassuolo.
Sassuolo 3-1 win.
Cagliari Crotone, I have 2-1 Cagliari.
2-1 Cagliari also.
Parma Spezia, I have 2-2.
1-0 for Parma.
Fiorentino Udinese, I have 2-1.
3-2 to Fiorentina.
Yeah, 2-1 for Fiorentina, obviously, since we said in that order. Guys, as always, we need to hear your predictions in the comment section below. If you like this series, if you like our content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like. We have a culture drop that's happening end of October, early November. Sign up for our mailing list. Text us at 917-905-2169.
Let us know your predictions also. Don't let us, the only people being criticized in this video too, guys.
As always, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
We'll talk to you guys later,